Hi, welcome back to the Woodland kitchen. First thing I'd like to say is I might have some stuff in my teeth, because just before we got here I was munching on Peter's nuts.
Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle. Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle.
Bushbox XL today, my new stove, and I'm going to be cooking on this. I bought about 6 of these a long time ago. £2 a can. It's dual heat. You can use it for camping, barbecuing, well, I don't know, I can't even see it because I can't see with these glasses on, but it's got a 4-hour cook time and a 6-hour plus warming time, so we'll see what it's like. It's definitely going to give us long enough to cook on, I know that. It's quite a weight to it, but it's something else that works inside the Bushbox, so I want to give it a go. And here's the Bushbox XL. I'm just going to clear a bit of the ground down here, a bit of the leaf matter to set this up. Got the hammock out today. Predominantly a beech wood, so we're not going to worry about the ground burning because it won't. It's too wet. So the Bushbox, I've done a review on it. Check it out. I'll put a link at the end for the Bushbox, the XL, and it just falls into place and sets up rapidly. And then this little can will sit in here perfectly like that. Let's get one of these, get the trivets out, and pop the lid off. So this is like a wick that comes up. If you haven't seen these, that should just burn quite well. I'm going to raise the trivets so they're raised a bit by putting them on one of these settings. It will sit raised, so it's a bit higher than the top of the unit, because it gives me a little bit more airflow then, and a little bit more gap for cooking. There you go. Yeah, I've got to do a bit of prep because I've got some onions to cut and that, so we'll do that. Here's Peter, just totally chilling out, relaxing, enjoying the sun. Look at his t-shirt. Where are we? October, near the end of October. It's really, really warm, mild I should say. No wind. Now, we all know the wind is what cuts us through the wind. Let's get some prep work done and get the old cooking going. Let's see what we got in the bag. I've got my 24cm non-stick frying pan. Should work lovely on that little cooker. Got a bottle of Amstel. It's got nothing to do with the cooking. I might fancy a little tipple. I've got my Zebra 14cm lunchbox with my trangia kettle inside it, so I can have a hot drink as well. And I'm going to do some noodles in there with some peas. And the main meal today is going to be meatballs, Swedish style meatballs, in a tomato sauce with some herbs, onions, garlic and ginger. So let's get the food bag out. There's quite a lot of aircraft noise around this area. I hope my mic doesn't pick it up too much. So that's the passata. The passata sauce. I carry it around in a Lucozade bottle because it's easy, and you've got a top you can put it back together because it comes in a carton. Here's my Swedish style meatballs. I think they're calling them Swedish style because they can't call them Swedish anymore because they're not made in Sweden probably. And then I have some medium egg noodles, some herbs. This is Italian seasoning, it's just Italian seasoning. That's my garlic and ginger paste. And then I've got 2 onions I'm going to prepare. What else is in there? Oh, a bag of peas. So there's the peas. Frozen they were. I've got a chopping board somewhere. I'm going to use the bag as a table, I think, to chop this up. There's a chopping board. Now the plan is, if it doesn't collapse on me, flick that frying pan over, put that on top, and don't push too hard. And we've got a chopping board. Pull out my carbon steel knife, and we see. It's a good knife, this. I've got a few knives on me, but this one is just a hand, isn't it? It's just sitting there in front of me. I always throw my peel down into the wood because it'll go back into the nature it come from. Obviously when I've cut these I've got to put them somewhere, so they should probably go into the pan. But I might put them in the other pan because I'm using this pan now as a support. I don't know if I ever told you, but I had a bloke come around and fit Sky to my house once years ago, and he was sorting out the cable from the aerial. He ran it into the flat through the window, and then he went about stripping the wire so he could put an end on it, an F connector. And I was standing there chatting to him, and he was just pulling bits of rubber off, chucking it over there, pulling bits of wire off, chucking it over there, get a pair of snips out, cut them little tiny fine wires on the coax, sprayed it all over my bed, and I'm standing there thinking, you're in someone's house and you're throwing your rubbish all around. It's not even one place. You don't want dropping it. He was throwing it in different directions around my flat. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was pretty out of order really, seeing as I was paying the guy to litter in front of me, in my face. Now I'm looking forward to this. I really like this Bushbox. That review I did on it, check it out. I'll put a link at the end, like I say. I've done a detailed review on it to show you, if you ever think of getting one, you can have a good close look at how it all works, and you know, why is it the price it is? Because everyone knows they're a little bit dearer than normal other stoves, but it's because of the engineering. Really well designed, well engineered, and it works. And that's the real reason it works. Quick to set up, quick to take down, easy to store, absolutely fantastic. I don't know how much I want to cut these, perhaps half again. I'm not going to go too small with them. I always bring the small board out. I've got a bigger one, but the old chopping board. But you just don't need to carry a big one, do you? You can manage with this. I'm dropping a little bit, but not a lot. Well, that's it then, really. That's my chopping done, so that can go in the pan. Let's flip it. Done. That can go there. Get some oil out. Put that knife away. I don't need that now, I don't think. This is a, you know, a proper meal, but it's quite simple and easy to do. And all meals are really quite simple and easy to do. All depends on what your plans are and what you want to cook. I mean, sometimes you can get in and or you're going out and you just don't feel like cooking a lot. So you've got the what do I call it? The cooking catalogue of your mood, basically. Mood cooking. How do you feel? Do you want to do a big, long cook, or are you up for doing something quick and simple? Bit of salt in there. Don't all salt stuff, but Peter does like a bit of salt and a bit of flavour, a bit of pepper. Didn't bring any of my steak seasoning today, I'm running out of that. But I've got herbs. That's the salt and pepper. Now we need some of this garlic and ginger. This probably isn't the best container, but I haven't got anything else at the moment. I can put it in to get it out easily, and this is squirt out, so it's simple, isn't it? Right, let's get that thing lit.
Now the matches back.
Right, we'll let that get a little bit of flame before I smother it out, putting a pan on it. The herbs aren't going yet, they're going a bit later. But I need to open these meatballs because they can go in a minute. Not yet, but I was getting ready. Anything that crawls in there, we'll go in with them. Move the bag. There's my herbs. Peter's getting a brew ready. What have you got? Coffee?
I've got 1 sachet of coffee.
Yeah, well, just do enough water for me. I've got coffee and I've got a filter for real coffee. I don't know how long it's going to take to heat this thing. I did forget something, I have to admit. I forgot my handle for the pan. So I carry gloves because I've got my proper bag today. So it's not a big thing, I'll just use a glove. Yeah, it's going well. It's going to take a little while to heat up though, because it's a small flame, but the point of this is to show that this Bushbox XL will take multiple fuel sources and cookers. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully it'll heat up enough. I haven't got a lid for this pan and it just takes a little while. If it fails, we've got enough sticks around to build a fire in it. But I like to experiment with my new stuff. I like to know where my limits are and what I can do. So I know when it comes to a pinch in the future, I know where I can turn options. It's always good to have options. Peter the brewmaster's in charge of the brew stuff, as usual. I hope we've got enough heat from this, Peter, because the pan's hot to touch, but we're not getting much of a sizzle going on. Let's just hope that it's going to cook all right. We've got the same setup as we usually have when we go out of hammocks. DD front lines, XLs. Everything I buy seems to have the word XL on it. It makes me feel big.
You are big.
I know I'm big, but I mean we have to buy XL. Our Duraslim bags are XL, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's funny because when you buy a stove this size, you think it's going to be big. It's not big, it's perfect. It's perfect size.
I could do a review on my Arctic bag, because that's a large. I fit in it.
Yeah. I'm just a bit thinking now, is this going to be hot enough? Has it gone out? I can smell it burn. No, it's still going. Starting to think this might be when you're really in a pinch using this, because it's not really giving me much power. No, can you hear it? It's going, so perhaps it just takes time to get going. Yeah, it's really bubbling up now. Perhaps I was talking too soon. Perhaps I should wait and have some patience. It's quite a stable cooker, this. I don't feel like if I'm not holding it, it's going to fall apart. I think I might bang a windshield around it though, because I think I'll get a lot more heat out of it with a shield. So let's just put this around it. Wind's coming in from obviously my left. Still got enough air around it. I've never cooked on one of these little cans before in my life, so it's interesting. And the amount of fuel it's got in it, if it does a 4 hours, this shouldn't take more than 25 minutes, half an hour to cook, if I can get the heat. You can feel the heat rising, so it is there. Yeah, it's my first time cooking on one of these little can systems, so it's an experience that I'm going to gain. Whether it's, you know, slow, works, doesn't work, fails, we're going to find out together. At the moment it's alright. I've put the windshield on. You can feel it. You can't see any movement in the trees, but you can feel that breeze, and it's a cold air as well, so that doesn't help. It's picking up now though. See if I can let you see in there, because I can't see in there from where I am. If you can see, I just thought the trivets are in the way, aren't they? It's going to be a slow one, this one. It's working, but yeah, it's not kicking out too much heat. Peter don't care, does he? Look. He don't care, he's happy to just lie there and wait. Is your brew cooking up? He's got his brew running. Are you using the Pathfinder?
Yeah.
So we've got his Pathfinder on. Give this a stir and we're going to have a look at his, and see what he's doing. Let's see what sort of menace to society. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. See what menace to society you're causing over there.
Put it on there on a tilt.
Yeah, that woodpecker. This Peter's set up. He hasn't even cleared the ground away. It's just like, oh, let's throw it down, that'll be fine. What you got in there? You got Esbit in there?
Yeah.
You got it in a tin?
Block, no.
So it's not on the ground?
No, it's just on the ground, yeah.
But you could have cleared some leaves.
It's not going to kick it over, did you?
I'm not going to do anything to it.
No, I mean after it's finished to kick it over.
No, I'm not going to touch it.
We're going to make a mess.
That's what I could smell. I thought mine was smelling, it is. Mine don't smell at all.
It's sexy blocks.
Yeah, it stinks. Tell me why, and everybody else, you didn't clear a bit of lever away so it was clear ground.
It's the woods.
we have to take into account that Peter lived in the woods for 9 months, actually in the woods, so I think he's done it before. But don't follow him and repeat what he does. I'm starting to wonder now about this, unless it generates more heat, I don't know. You can hear it, it is sizzling away, it's just slow. Then again, it won't burn anything. So it might be a really good way of doing it, just to heat food through. Probably what it's for, heating food. A lid would have helped. I was asked on a comment when I did the review of the Bushbox if I've tried wood pellets, cat litter style, and I said no, I'd have a look. Your water's boiling, Peter. So I went and had a look, but they're so small they would just fall through the grid on the Bushbox. So I'd have to put something under them, like a piece of foil, and punch holes in it to let air through, and I might give it a go. I can buy them quite cheap, but I'd see what it's like anyway. But I haven't tried it. But that's something to look forward to in the future, some wood pellets. Because I think you can buy them bigger or smaller. These ones I found were tiny. Because I did find them in the local supermarket. So that's something to look forward to in the future as a burn. So I might do it, and they're relatively cheap. I think it's 10 litres for £3.50. 15p for a litre. So that's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Cup.
Where am I getting 15p from? 35p. Yeah, I've got a cup. Are you ready to pour?
Yeah.
Hang on a sec then.
Don't want to touch this.
Just going to get a cup out for Peter. I don't actually want it in my cup. I've got to set my coffee up. Oh, I'll just have an instant coffee, hang on. Sorry to mess you about there. I wasn't prepped. That's enough, thanks. Solid that is, look. That's a stable pan, that is. It's got a wide base for it to sit on. It is cooking, it's just a slow cook. It's actually nice because you're not rushing, it's peaceful. Just sit and let your food cook through. Right, I'm putting these in because these will take a while to heat through. Didn't bring any foil, else I could have made a lid with foil. I could make a lid with a windshield, but I don't think I'm going to. Unless it really is suffering, then I will. Peter just stirred my drink for me, get them lumps out. Because he's the brewmaster, anything to do with brew, this guy will sort it out.
It's beer and alcohol.
I tell you what, if I'm at home, he doesn't stop coming to me and going, do you want a coffee? Do you want a tea? Do you want a coffee? Do you want a tea? And if I don't answer, he just brings it anyway. Because he's the brewmaster. Isn't it? Brewmaster.
Yeah.
Sun's dropping a bit now. I don't know if it's dropping or just disappearing, but it's getting chillier. Let's have a rummage in that bag and see what's in there. There's stuff in there you've never seen before, because I don't show you in my bag. Antiseptic cream. That's my spoon. There's a knife that you've never seen before, because I've never used it. An Opinel. I don't know, it's number 8 or 9. It's a really nice knife. Just haven't used it. This is backup really. It's a charge cable for charging phones or whatever. Salt and pepper, oil. I'll do a review of my bag one day. I've been asked to do it for quite a few times, but I haven't done it. It's a Miltech Patrol Pack, 36 litre. Peter's got the same one. This is over there, he's got the green one. He did buy something else cheap, and it was rubbish, so he got rid of that, and then he bought that one, same as mine. How much were these packs, Peter? 30 quid, 35?
Don't know, about that.
Yeah.
40 quid maybe. 38.
And then all the pouches we've got on the sides and that are add-ons, so you don't get that, like the water bottle pouches. He's got his Pathfinder pouch on the back, and I've got my BCB Crusader Kit Mark 1 pouch. That's a stove pouch. This is sounding good. When I get the sauce in, it'll give me more of a heat base, because it'll heat my sauce, and that in turn will heat everything else. Because anyone that knows Swedish meatballs are already cooked, you're just reheating them, well, heating them up. So if you're in a pinch, these things do work. This is the sort of thing you get underneath trays of food when you go to a function, weddings and that. They're warmers, but you can cook by the look of it. I don't know, I don't think there's enough room for 2, but I have got more than one, I say. I'm going to put 2 in there. I've got a trangia alcohol burner in the bag, but I'm not getting it out because this is an experiment. I want to see if this works. I want to see if this is edible, cooked enough, and we should do a time how long it takes, but I never started that before I started, but the camera will tell me roughly. It's probably 15 minutes. It's got to be 15 minutes. I'm having a sip on my coffee. So cheers everybody. Thought I was going to weld my lips to that, but lucky enough it's not so bad. That's a good thing about the winter now, when it comes. Everything's so cooler that your coffee's cool down quick. Normally I'll sit there in the summer and leave it for a good hour, because it's burning. Peter's finished this, he's just emptied his pot out. He's asbestos throat. This is the big pit behind me. Camera never shows how deep that pit is. That is a big pit. Get down the pit, Peter, and let me show everyone.
That's alright.
You don't want to go down the pit, because he knows he can't get out of here. We'll try and get out of it when you've had half a bottle of rum. Yeah, I'm sorry that this isn't a fast sizzling cook. Are you going to do the noodles and everything?
I thought you was.
Well, obviously I will then, if you're not. It's nice to keep your pans together, it's easy to get to. So, how much of a scorch did you leave on the ground? Does hardly anything?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's not much, is it? Got my little windshield, put that around it. little bit of protection. Get some fuel in there. Trouble is to get a stick going with bark on it. I can assure you that pan's hot. I've got a welding glove on, I can still feel the heat through that. The onions are browning, it's just that it's slow. They are browning. I wonder why it says 4 hours cooking now. It probably means it takes 4 hours to cook one of these. They should heat up lovely though and bubble. The one thing I know is it's not going to burn. It's not burning, is it? It's a bag of peas. Oh, I wondered why it felt wet under my leg. I can sit on frozen peas. Makes sense now. I picked these noodles up the other day in Aldi when I was buying some other bits. Oh, they all fall out as open. But because I know I'm not going to put it in the way it is, I'm going to just break them up. Yeah, the sauce is bubbly. I'm going to keep stirring that. So that's that. Some fell out. Put them in. Get the lid on that one.
Check the lid's not dirty.
Yeah, the lid's fine. I know the lid's clean. I keep it upside down and clean. The herbs can go on this in a minute. Get them stirred in.
You've got a bottle opener?
Yeah, where's your champ?
Aye.
Yeah, I've got a bottle opener. Do you want me to show you a technique first?
No, just give
No, we'll put it on camera. I'll show you how to open a bottle. Because you've got more than one bottle there. I'm going to show Peter how to open a bottle when he hasn't got a bottle opener. He's got 2 bottles. When you've got 2 bottles, it's easy.
Let's shake it up.
Step this way. So, right, so there's 2 bottles. We're going to open one of them. Place your cap on top of the other cap, as so.
Ah.
Happy?
I've never seen that before. Yeah, cheers, Biggie.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Got a cap.
That's how you open a beer.
Cap's on.
That's how you open a beer when you've got 2 bottles. So I always say, get your mate's bottle, open your bottle, give him back his bottle, and you have to find another way. Sucks. I knew the sauce would start to give me a good boil once I got it in, so now it's just a case of stirring. The whole pan is hot. It's just not rip roaring. It's stable there, I tell you. I'm going to put the herbs in. Do. These are Italian seasoning herbs. I love Italian seasoning. I used to buy oregano, but I prefer Italian seasoning. I think it's just a nicer taste. It's got oregano in it, that's probably one of the reasons, but it's got other stuff in it. I haven't done meatballs like this since I did it on the trangia. Or no, I think I might have done them on the hobo stove kelly kettle. But yeah, this is I was shocked at how little I thought, you know, the flame was coming out, but there's a lot of heat here. It is cooking, it's just slow, so you don't even have to try and control it, it's constant. But I know these meatballs are cooked and they're just heating, so that's why I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, if I was putting in some raw chicken or raw other meats, I would be a little bit more concerned about the cook time and whether it's going to fully cook it. But as far as it is here, I'm happy. You can see it going, it's ripping away, but it's central. It's cooking up alright. Perhaps I just thought it'd just be quicker, but you can't knock it. It's steaming, it's hot. Like I say, I don't know if I'd cook raw on it. You'd have to cook it all in the centre and just keep on going centre to get the hot spot. But other than that, if you had a cast iron pan, your pan would heat up evenly even with that small flame, because cast iron does distribute the heat really well. This is lightweight aluminium, but it's still doing a good job. Let's have a look at the trangia. It should have bloomed by now, even though I'm on it. Yeah, look at that, it's going lovely. Starting to steam. I'll stir that in a bit. Let the steam and the moisture soften the noodles naturally without me messing with it yet. But I will go in there and mess with that soon. I like to let things do their own thing. Like that one over there, just doing his own thing. This is his natural habitat. This is where he feels most comfortable. Swinging in the trees, drinking alcohol. As far as he's concerned, this is it. He's made it. This is life. Luxury. Hey, he's one with nature. Look at him in his perfect element.
Somewhere else for you.
He's getting embarrassed. It's like when you go to the zoo and you see these animals and you start taking photos, they're like, what are you looking at? Yeah, getting embarrassed. Oh, the wind's changed. Totally changed. Look at that. Just swung around. It's blowing my steam that way now, so I need to bring that probably around a bit more. That's amazing, isn't it? Just an instant change. This is the cold wind now. We're getting the northerlies. That's the north, go that way. My memory card's filled up now, so I'm on the phone. That's cooking up really well, actually. I'm really impressed with that. I think we've got a boil as it's steaming out of this zebra. Ow! Which is mega hot. Again, there's not a lot I can do about that apart from stir it, but it's going to overflow the pot if I start stirring it yet. So now we're on this camera, it's handheld, and it's not so wide, so there's better. And the cook is looking good, smelling good. You can't smell it, the wind's blowing the other way now towards me. Lots of kids playing outside. I better just check that it's not sticking. Let's go find a spoon. Ow. This is going to be awkward, trying to hold a camera and pick up a pan and stir it.
need to stir that.
I do, the top's not soft, but the bottom is.
You looking at dishing that up soon?
It won't be long. It's a burn if I don't get it done right. I need to get the stuff that hasn't expanded into the stuff that has. I'm having troubles with it. It's alright, I'll just give you the hard stuff.
That'll do.
No, I haven't stirred it in yet. Peter's one of them types of people that jumps forward to help you when you need it. He's always there for you. And he'll say, I'll hold that camera. You sort that food out. Aren't you, Peter?
Huh?
That's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't even had time to open a beer. That will do because it's going to start burning if I leave it on there. And that ain't far off, look. That's drying out, so yeah, I think we're nearly done. Give it a good stir and then we'll look at serving, I think. It's all coming together. Put that back over there. So there's our noodles and peas and our meatballs in sauce with Italian herbs. Looking forward to it. And we've got a gang of kids rampaging through the wood towards us. So I'm going to eat out of the pan. Peter's going to eat out of his mess kit. I'm going to halve this now and serve it up. So let's do that. Right, let's try and stir this up properly. It did catch the bottom. Nice bed of noodles and some peas. Some of them are burnt. Could be watching that when I do mine. Where's that glove? Right. It's not the right hand for this, but it's enough to get me a pinch. And there's yours, Peter.
Thanks.
Is that enough?
Yeah, fine.
I think I might put mine in the pan. More of a plate, isn't it? So, let me just serve that out. And there it is. See it all right? So Peter's going to do a taste test. He's going to give me back the camera and we're going to see what he thinks. You eating it with your fingers?
You've got to handle.
Right. Sorry about the camera work. It's like a zoom camera. This.
Yeah, I have a bit of meatball.
Just to test a bit of meatball.
Yeah, it's hot, warm. Well, not hot, it's warm.
What do you mean? I just burnt my hands on mine. It's hot. You got the asbestos though, haven't you, in your throat?
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah. This burner's worth using again then.
Well, I suppose.
Well, it's in a pinch, isn't it? I don't know. But let's just say it's hard to burn something with it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright then. We'll leave it there. I'm going to get into mine. Thanks for watching. And there's always a will, there's always a way. So, cameras fail. Cookers don't do as what you think they would do, but you know what they do now, so you know where you are. How can anyone eat their food like that? Ooh. It's like going to the fair and eating. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.